Hello everybody. It is Thursday morning, quite early. I woke up at like 6 without an alarm, which isn't like me, but it's fine because I'm going home today. I have a job to do first, a work thing, and I'm getting picked up at 9 o'clock for that, and then I'm going to go straight to the station. From there, get my train home. So I needed to be up anyway this morning to like get packed and sorted out. And I thought I'd vlog because I can get another vlog in before Christmas like this. And obviously then when I get home I can vlog Mum and mince pies. She says she's got lots waiting for us to test and try. So that's good. I'm putting some slap on my skin. I've just put some makeup on over it so you won't be able to, you can see the texture. My skin's really playing up on just this cheek. Like it's got loads of like, they're really small pimply spots, but I'm not sure what it is. It feels like I'm like a reaction to something, but I can't for the life of me think what that might be. Anyway, it's Christmas and I've not got time to think about my skin, so so yeah, I just thought I would chat to you all while I get ready this morning. I didn't go to bed till like 1 and then woke up at 6, so I'm kind of tired, but you know when you wake up and know you're not going to get back to sleep, so you just have to embrace it. Maybe it's because I've not washed this brush in about a year. Might be that's fucking grim. Give that a wash when I get home. Just thought that then, looking at that, like I have to think have I actually ever washed this, which is awful. Yes, that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about though. What was I going to say? Oh, I wanted to say a big thank you for all the amazing feedback on the Japan vlogs. It's been really overwhelming and just lovely, and so many people have commented saying that they have booked their own trip to Japan or booked their own solo trip somewhere, and it's been making me want to well up when I read the comments, because that was like everything I hoped that it would be able to do for people, to make something like that feel really accessible, and to show it in a way that was like real, and like in terms of me being unwell when I was there a little bit, and still for it to feel like, do you know what, that's completely manageable on your own. So I'm so glad so many of you have, and if you also have, just please keep telling me about it. It really is making me smile so much reading them all. And my blog posts are up now, so I'll link my blog and everything so you can go see those. I'm so pleased with them all. I was gonna like scan loads of bits that I collected, and in the end I decided I just wanted to keep them really simple and just have the photos there. I spent so long like taking them when I was there and then editing and just curating them basically, so I just wanted those. And then there's going to be a very practical blog post which will also be up, which just has all the information about where I stayed, my Google Maps I'm going to share. On the train today I need to add notes onto the places so that you can click on the place and then see what I've said about it, which I think is the easiest way to actually share recommendations anyway. Because I literally just use my Google Maps every single day when I was there. I couldn't have got around without them. But yeah, on that note, in terms of just general commenting and things, I know lots of people have been noticing that there's people being really like a bit shitty in the comments on here recently, which obviously I have noticed as well. It doesn't go unnoticed. And when things are like constructive, and especially around the conversation around sustainability, which I know I've got a long way to go with, like I can engage with it. I try my best to engage with it in a level-headed way and understand my own shortcomings. I don't really want to talk about the topic over and over again, but the reason I am like determined to keep talking about it is because I know how far I've come with my fashion consumption, even from like a year ago. Honestly, like just the amount of stuff I used to accept as gifting, I just know how far I've come with it, and people can either believe that or not, and that's fine. And that doesn't make me qualified to talk about it as an expert, but it does make me qualified to talk about it as someone who's on a journey with it, who is trying to be better. And I know I'm at a very sticky point with it now where I feel like I still want new clothes because I love clothes. It's also part of my business, so it's important. And I feel like I've reduced it to the point where it's hard for me to see how to go forward with it, basically, but I'm not going to stop trying, and that is just me constantly talking about it and knowing that the vast majority of you are with me on this conversation, and it is just a few minorities, and those of you who leave comments that are constructive, that's fine. I don't want that to stop. I want it to be a conversation, and I can, if I don't agree with it and it's a constructive comment, I can stand up for myself and respond in a way that's constructive, and that's fine. It's a conversation, and I like those. Like, it's good for both parties. Shitty comments on the other hand. But anyway, what I wanted to say about it was, it's human nature for some reason. If you get one shitty comment and 10 good ones, the shitty one plays in your head all day. It's just the way it is. And you can't fight that, no matter how positive you are. For some reason, I don't know a single person who doesn't operate in that way. And you guys could relate to that too, like maybe in your workspace, your boss made one throwaway comment about your work, and even if they were complimentary all the time, or not even complimentary, if they just in their own way acknowledge what you were doing, that one negative thing would stand out like just, you know, a sore thumb against everything else. So that is just human nature, but somebody was being a bit of a shit in the comments anyway. And I don't even like really drawing attention to it, so we're not going to talk about what that person was saying or what the comments were or anything. They were just shitty, not constructive comments. The number of people who stood up against the person. Somebody messaged me on Instagram this morning to say that they'd reported the comments, so lots of them have gone now, and I think that must be why. That, and also lots of people, like those of you who comment all the time, I recognise names, and there's lots of people whose names I hadn't seen before, and even some of them said like I'm not a normal commenter, but I just wanted to encourage you on what you're doing, that someone can be shitty and it can have a big impact obviously on people's mental health who are doing this as a job. But it's so easy to forget that often when someone is, the outpouring of positivity that that person being a bastard creates is just completely outweighs it. Like the fact people message me on Instagram, the fact people who wouldn't normally take the time to comment, which is completely fine, like I don't comment on YouTube videos, I just watch quite passively, but those people went out of their way, out of their normal watching habits, to leave a comment and say like, you just basically pay me a compliment to counteract what somebody was saying. I just think it's the best, because even though sometimes this space feels so negative, it really isn't, it's a minority basically, and people are going out of their way to make sure it's overwhelmingly positive. So no matter how much people who are shitty online try to have an impact, they're still just a drop in the ocean. And even though I'm not saying it feels like that sometimes in my head, and I understand why people get it a lot worse than me, and I can't imagine it, like it's so shit, it really can make you feel crappy. But just this morning I was like, do you know what, I can't think about this in anything but a positive light from the way people respond to it. So I wanted to talk about it in that way. And I feel fine, just because, like I said, the positivity that's come from it's just been lovely, and just a reminder that even, like I said, I'm always happy for the comments to become a space of a constructive conversation, and I try and encourage that by replying, but even when people try to bring that down, there's just not really any space for anything. That's brilliant. So that was a long 8-minute ramble, but I really wanted to talk about it, and I thought that was kind of a good way to talk about it without giving the shitty people much attention, because they just, like I said, they're a drop in the ocean, and that's really good. I'm glad. Anywho, I am going to get some coffee, and then I'm finishing packing. I tried to pack light. This is how it's looking. Can somebody come and help me? It's just so bad, I can't, like, I might want that jumper, I might want that jumper, maybe I'll need that jumper. So then I've got loads of jumpers. So I'm just gonna finish packing, and then I'm gonna have a quick whiz around and hoover, clean a bit, so when I come back it feels nice. And then I'm leaving at 9, a bit after 9, and then go to the job I've got to do, and then go straight home from there. I haven't read my book all week. I've been so busy this week, which I knew I was going to be when I got back, so I literally haven't had time to read. I've also been really social every night, which is normally my reading time before bed, and I've been knackered, so I've been like getting to bed and just falling to sleep. So I haven't read literally in like 3 days. I'm really enjoying that book, even though every time I try and talk about it I call it the wrong thing. Broken Earth. No, it's not called that. It is called the Broken Earth Trilogy. I cannot commit this to memory at all. Anyway, I'm really enjoying it. I've ordered the second one to arrive at Mum's today. So yeah, I'm gonna read that on the train, and I really can't wait to just sit and read it. I think I'll get to finish it today, which will be good. But yeah, I better get dressed. I'll make a coffee first. I'm just really quickly nipping to Pavilion on Columbia Road because somebody said their mince pie is the best. I've got a lot of blusher on. So I'm going to take some home for Mum to try today, and also get myself something really healthy and wholesome like a croissant to start the day. Got nothing in because I've emptied the fridge. So yeah, just going to nip there. Oh my god, did you see the size of those mince pies? I've got 3 because one of our family friends who lives in Bali most of the time is at Mum's at the moment. I can't wait to get back and have one of them. It was huge. Back up north in the Waitrose. Boss lady doing the last minute Christmas shopping bit. Have we got Waitrose mince pies? I've got 1 pack. We've already got mince pies. 1 avocado mince pie. They're so busy. Yeah, I got back a couple of days ago and just had the days to chill. Finished the first Broken Earth book, 5th season, and then I'm nearly finished the second one because they're amazing. Potatoes. I'm going to talk to you later because it's in a while. Just back at home now. Just waiting for Mum to come back in the room so we can talk about mince pies. I brought the Pavilion ones, were amazing. Sorry, my elbow fell off the chair. Had them as soon as we got back, more or less. I think some of the best ones that we've had. Mum, I was just talking to the vlog about the mince pies.
Oh, those ones you
The Pavilion ones.
Amazing.
Do you think they've been the best so far?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, they got extremely squished and squashed on the journey. Rob ate it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I did buy one for each of us.
Yeah.
It got very squashed on the journey home, so it didn't feel like the full eating experience, but the pastry was amazing.
It's the only time I've had pastry that tasted like my mum's.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They were, I think they're the
Really
front
did.
runners.
Yeah.
Front runners.
Proper.
I got 3 of them and a croissant for £8. I don't actually know how much they were individually. Probably like £2. Yeah. It's quite pricey. How much is a box of? How much is like a normal box of mince pie?
When you buy them in supermarkets, like
£6.
probably, you know, 2. No, nothing like that.
Really?
No, nothing like that.
How do you buy them?
£1. You know, they're cheap.
Oh really?
Yeah, £2 something even for a more, it's, you know.
For a box of 6.
Yeah.
So it's quite pricey, but they were very good.
Yes.
Which ones shall we try today?
I don't mind, I've got the slow gin ones, or I've got the M&S
the
ones,
classic.
and I've got classic.
I've talked about M&S already.
I've got Aldi, and I've
I'll-
got Waitrose.
Oh, let's do Aldi today.
I've had one, I didn't like it. I
Oh,
didn't like
okay.
it. I'm dropping on. But I'll have another one.
Oh, you
And-
do Waitrose then.
Okay.
Can we get some co-op ones as well?
Yes, you can wander down and get some.
Because the co-op ones are really good.
Yeah. Or we could get some maybe in Ilk when we go to Ilk coming back, because we'll get the train and then we walk past a co-op. We'll be open late, won't it?
I'd have thought so.
So just get it there.
I don't mind going for a walk though, I could do that in a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway. Right, Aldi, heated up with Cointreau cream.
Yeah, and this is the slow gin Aldi. You were recommended by one of your.
Oh, I'm sticking classic. Good? That's not good.
No.
Don't mess with mince pie.
I think my #1 criticism of Aldi, having had the classic and this one, is they're a little too sweet.
Oh, I agree.
Pie
I agree.
Too sweet.
This isn't great.
No.
Mo. Right, #1 at the moment, Pavilion. #2 for me, Tesco. 3 Waitrose, M&S. Oh god, this isn't good.
No, this isn't either.
I almost don't want to eat it so that I can have
I didn't eat
more
finish it.
today.
It was so
a different one.
Sweet.
Oh
This is really sweet.
no,
Oh, no.
Aldi no.
Get some Co-op ones. The Co-op ones are good.
Yeah, they are. I'll go
I
now.
recommend those.
Oh, what a shame. No.
You need me for it?
Yeah, we're trying the Co-op ones now.
Yes.
It's another day of the week now. I'm just gonna pop it somewhere, but you've filled it up too much with other things.
Co-op 4 short crust mince pies. Anybody have these? Yes.
I've got toothpaste on it.
Okay.
Now these are Co-op. These are from like the not the bakery section because there wasn't a bakery section, but I don't think they're the normal Co-op ones. Would you just touch that a bit more for me before you do it?
God, we're of the same genetic pool. I would worry about
It's
it.
quite shallow.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's Oh, I like that. A lot better than Aldi.
Oh God, they were awful. I'm sorry, Aldi, but really, I made a special trip.
I like these.
And sort of suety in the pastry.
Yeah. These are up there. They remind me a bit. The pastry reminds me a bit of pastry and jam tarts. Which I like.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, these are good.
Their deep ones are nice as well.
These are really up there. I'm ranking these above Marks and Spencer's. Just under Tesco, but just. Or maybe they're better than Tesco. Pavilion number 1. I might put this at number 2.
Okay.
Tesco, Marks and Spencer's. I've not had a Waitrose one yet. Where would you put that one?
It was good, but I don't think Marks and Spencer's.
So I'm going Waitrose. And then Aldi.
I wanted Waitrose. I don't really want any more though.
Finish it.
Oh. You sounded like something out of Killing Eve then.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Hello guys, as you can see I'm back in London now. This vlog has spanned weeks because of Christmas, but I still want to get it up for you guys because it's got mince pie content in and it's not too festive even though Christmas is over. So I'm just mostly here to sign it off and do a quick recap of the mince pie sort of rundown, I guess. So I think we put Pavilion at number 1, which were amazing. I'm so disappointed that I didn't go there earlier in December to have some. And now I'm gonna have to wait until next year, which is very, very, very difficult for me. They were number 1. Number 2, Tesco for me. Tesco was so good. The ones we didn't try are Sainsbury's, and Sainsbury's have such a strong bakery section. I feel like it's a big omission on our part, but anyway, let me know how you experience Sainsbury's. Then Mum and I start to disagree, but I would say the Co-op ones are really good. I really do like the Co-op ones, so maybe them next. M&S. We had some from Castle Howard, which I don't think we showed you as eating, which is like this big stately home in Yorkshire, somewhere I don't actually know where it is, somewhere North Yorkshire I think. And they have a great cafe and they make lots of things on site, including their mince pies. And they were very good, but they weren't as good as the Pavilion one, so they can come next. And then Mum put Waitrose next. I didn't have a Waitrose one, but I would say the Marks and Spencer's next. And the Aldi ones were the worst. They were so bad. And Aldi is the underdog we always want to see do well, obviously. But it didn't with the mince pies, I'm afraid. So yeah, we'll be back with more mince pies next year. I can't believe Christmas has been and gone already. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow. As you can see, I'm on my way to do some exercise because I haven't moved my body in nearly just 2 weeks now, really. And I really don't want to. Like, it takes so little time for you to get out of the habit of exercising, but I'm gonna make myself go because I'm so sluggish. I'm like waking up with a headache every day because of the way I'm sleeping. It's like this constant lethargy, which is just from not doing enough. So I'm gonna go and do that today, and I will start vlogging again, so there'll be another vlog soon. And yeah, that's sort of everything for now. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I know it's been long and it had quite a long rant at the beginning. But yeah, I hope you all had a great Christmas as well, and I will see you in the next one.